outside of what we actually put into what's under the hood and also the battery that's in the back, we put a lot of special attention to the cluster display and being able to provide the customer a great deal of feedback in terms of how the vehicle is performing in the hybrid vehicle, as well as information that they can use to help coach them in being able to change a little bit of their behavior if they want to become more fuel efficient over the drive of the vehicle. Yeah, so the new cluster for the 2013 Fusion is the Smart Gauge with EcoGuide. And so on the left-hand side is primarily the gauges and the information screen that is providing the customer with that instantaneous feedback. And then the right-hand side cluster is primarily around what we typically see for any of the other Ford vehicles with the entertainment and the phone and navigation controls, as well as what we have here for the Fusion Hybrid with the leaves, that as you drive more efficiently, you're able to grow more leaves. By just continuing to scroll down, I also have now the Enlighten screen, which shows the power demand on the left-hand side, as well as now on the right-hand side the instantaneous fuel, and again reflecting the EV box in electrical vehicle mode. Scrolling down again, we have now Engage, which in this particular case shows both the power demand for the engine independent of the electric vehicle mode only. So you actually now have two gauges essentially on the left-hand side, which shows the gas powertrain and where it's at in the power demand, as well as the electric vehicle mode, instantaneous fuel economy on the right-hand side. So the next screen is the Empower mode, which displays on the left-hand side again the power demand for the engine. It will also overlay the electric vehicle mode of operation to show where you're at within the EV level of use. It shows the average miles per gallon in the center of the dial, and then again right-hand side shows the instantaneous fuel economy, or the MPG. Scrolling down to the next view is called My View. That is a selection that it really affords the customer to be able to customize the screen for them, so they can actually go into the selection process in just using the 5-way controls and be able to set up the display for which gauges and which information that they would like to see displayed, both in the left-hand side of this display along with on the right-hand side. In this particular case, I've selected one of the modes where it actually shows the overall coolant temperature for the vehicle. So again, it allows the customer to be able to customize the screen for them, specifically what they want to actually see and have displayed. But at any time they can always go back and they can actually change the display for My View if they have other things that they want to be able to use. By just scrolling again to the left, you have trip 1 and 2, so you can select as you're going on any kind of trips your overall time that you want to see elapsed for how long it takes you to get to the trip, as well as your distance. A lot was paid attention to, really, the whole evolution of the vehicle when it comes to the hybrid for the fuel economy. So it's not one particular thing that you can point to that says, okay, this is what we did to actually get to a 47 overall label. It was a multitude of things. It all starts with the battery and the selection of the battery, being able to move from the nickel metal hydride battery to the lithium ion, much smaller package, more energy efficient and more density. So the battery is a big piece of the puzzle. Then you go to the powertrain, the engine itself. We moved from a 2.5 liter Atkinson engine to a 2.0 liter Atkinson cycle engine. So that downsizing of the displacement is able to then be able to allow us to become more fuel efficient in the overall vehicle. Other aspects of the vehicle, like the transmission, is all new. It's designed in-house by Ford Motor Company at Livonia Transmission. It's produced at the Van Dyke assembly plant. So it's a lot of the compilation of many aspects of the vehicle all coming together to generate that overall fuel economy. The silhouette of the car, making it more aerodynamic. So in being able to not only have the top side of the vehicle be designed for aero efficiency, but also as much attention was paid to the underside of the car to allow the air to flow underneath the vehicle in an effective way so that it becomes less of a contributor to drag on the vehicle for loss of fuel economy. We also were able to, and what I always consider to be the unsung hero in this product is around the software. That all the modules that communicate with one another are working at a point where it's always looking for, always finding the most optimal place to operate in order to become more fuel efficient. Even something as simple as being able to move the top speed point of electric vehicle only mode from 47 miles with where we were at in the prior Fusion to 62 miles in the new Fusion makes a huge impact on your overall fuel efficiency when you talk about things like in highway mode. And that's how we were able to also get more parity between where we were at in city as much as we were with now the highway mode of fuel efficiency. Yeah, we have the Fusion, what we call the Fusion Energy, will be coming at the first of 2013. It is essentially sharing much of the same components as what we have for the Fusion Energy or the Fusion Hybrid, and in essence, the battery pack is larger, so that we can actually drive in more an electric vehicle mode only, and in fact, it will be able to drive over 20 miles plus in electric vehicle mode. With that, it does come with some additional work that the customer will have to do, which in this case is you'll have, just similar to our other plug-in product with the C-Max Energy as well as with the Focus Electric, there will be a door on the left-hand side front fender that the customer can plug into an outlet, whether it be a 120 or a 240, to be able to actually recharge the batteries without even having to drive the vehicle, and therefore they can then, at the start of their next drive, be able to drive in electric vehicle only mode.